Welcome beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be showing you guys how I made my slow cooked Jamaican curry goat, an all-time favorite for Jamaican food. So stick around and let me show you guys how I made this delicious curry goat. Okay guys, so the first thing you need to do is to rinse off your goat meat in some vinegar, lemon or lime, and then you want to completely drain that water off before we move on to seasoning our meat. Okay guys, so this is how I season my meat. I've got some blended seasoning here, so I've got some onion, garlic and some Scotch bonnet pepper. I'm going to add that. Then I'm going to add my all-purpose seasoning, my allspice, my black pepper, salt, curry powder, and then I'm going to marinate all of that, rub that all together, and then I'm going to leave that to marinate for about a day or so. You can leave it for 30 minutes or 45 minutes, depends on when you want to cook it, but I'm not going to cook mine straight away. I'm going to let that marinate overnight before I cook it. You can do the same, but it all depends on when you are going to cook it. So as I said, I've added my powder seasoning, so I've added some black pepper, some salt, some all-purpose seasoning, my curry powder. I'm using Better Pat curry powder. You can use whatever curry powder you like, and then you to thoroughly rub all that seasoning into the goat meat by hand before letting it marinate for overnight or up to 12 hours. Okay guys, so my mutton has been seasoned overnight for about 12 hours or more. So my mutton has got some blended onion and garlic on there. I've also blended some pepper in there. It's got the curry seasoning and all-purpose black pepper, salt, so it's all seasoned. So it's now time to add it to the pot. First, before I do that, I'm going to add some oil. Alright, to the pot I'm going to add some oil. And my pot's already hot and everything. So I'm going to add some curry. I'm going to burn off my curry. Burn off the curry. Okay, by the way guys, I burned my curry or saute it because I feel this process releases more flavor from the curry and it gives it more color. Another thing is I like to slow cook my curry rather than using a pressure cooker, as I feel it retains its flavor a bit more, but each to their own. If you want to use a pressure cooker, you can go ahead to reduce the cooking time. But I usually cook mine when I know I have time to do so. So right now I'm just searing off my mutton before I add any water to it. So guys, you want to sear your meat off for about 3 minutes on each side because it helps to retain its flavor and all its juices, and before you add any water. Now guys, I'm going to let this sear up for about 3 to 4 minutes, trying to get it brown. As you can see, the mutton is already spilling its own juice, but I'm trying to sear it off before I cover the pan and let that cook for about 2 hours. Okay guys, so I'm just going to top up my goat with some fresh ingredients. So I'm going to add some onion, some scallion and some thyme. Then I'm going to add some water. I'm going to add enough water to cover my meat, so I think it's roughly about 5 cups of water. By the way guys, I'm using hot water to cover my meat. I recommend you guys use hot water, as the cold water will reduce the temperature of your meat. Okay guys, so I'm going to add a bit of fresh ginger to my mutton as well. You can add ginger if you want, or some garlic or extra seasoning. You can also add your Scotch bonnet at this time. I didn't add any Scotch bonnet here because I've already seasoned my mutton with the Scotch bonnet and I didn't want it to be too spicy, so I opt out of adding any more Scotch bonnet pepper to my mutton, but you're also welcome to do so right here. Okay, so remember to add enough boiling water to cover your goat, and then you want to cover your pot and let that cook on high heat for about 2 to 2.5 hours. You also need to stir the pot every 10 to 15 minutes to ensure that the water hasn't dry out too much, and each time the water has run down a bit low, add a bit more boiling water to completely cover the meat until the meat is cooked. Okay, so guys, my meat has been cooking for about 2.5 hours now, so I'm gonna add some potato, onions and some fresh thyme. I'm also gonna add a bit more powdered seasoning before I reduce the heat. Just adding a tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning. Adding roughly a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and roughly half a teaspoon of allspice, a small amount of pimento seed. Okay, so you're going to let your potato cook for a further 8 minutes or so until it's nice and tender. So you're going to reduce the heat. You're going to stir up your pot, and a thing you need to do also is to leave your pot uncovered to allow the gravy to get thickened, so approximately 8 to 10 minutes. And when your gravy is thickened to your desired consistency, you can recover your pot to let the curry absorb all that delicious flavor. So this is my curry after it's been reduced in for about 8 to 10 minutes. Nice and thick, how I like my curry. So this is how I make my Jamaican curry goat. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video, and I hope you guys take something from this video. It was lovely having you guys here. Please remember to subscribe, like and share. Leave any comments on how you cook your curry goat as well. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.